Oh, I'm already live? Guys, today, first of all, guys, today, SMU is going live tonight. Um, I didn't put a link, but so with that out the way, so um, so I was watching Paige Renee Spiranac uh, YouTube today. Man, part of not having your phone as the camera, you get all these notifications. So, but that's not this is not a this is not that type of thing, you know. Um, but uh, nobody else can give can give my perspective. Other people that have never done anything in life, they can't talk about what it's like for professional golf because they were never there physically. They were never there physically, so they can't even provide any valuable uh, information about like professional, like playing a sport full time, like just playing, which is pro playing full time a sport. So this is like this is what like I do. Like I'm providing value to the people that play the sports because people that are talking about it, even people that are retired from sports, um, they don't provide. I don't it doesn't feel like they're providing any value, like it doesn't seem like they're doing anything because the nature of a career is not changing the way it should. It's not evolving the way it should. So that's something that like that should happen, that should be happening, because it's always about negative human emotions. It's always about negative self-talk. You can have negative. You can be a retired pro golfer. You're 55 years old. You used to be pro, and you're still struggling with negative self-talk. It's like that never changes. And then you have like so well, that part never ends. The way your life, midlife crisis, all this that never changes. Some people get more isolated when they get old. People, this pandemic has shown people like more of the nature of life, and a lot of people have had a hard time with it because they've just always been had just the world, just the whims of the world, like I mean, how many people are just they're sex addicts. Like they're addicts, they're sex addicts because it's like that's what that that's something that a lot of people have a problem with, a lot of people, and it is not good for, it's very bad for society. Everybody can be a sex addict, like but I um so I gotta turn off these notifications. So, um, so, this is something that a lot of people are dealing with, right? like, like people don't like authority. I mean, the social media has not, you know, like like YouTube could be a place to learn, and uh it's not, or like the biggest channels like like Logan Paul or PewDiePie and David Dobrik, it at the end of the day, well, that's for YouTube, but like, the whole thing is what, you know like what is making you happy, and what, like music and movies are, like the camera tricks, movies do, like, they're a lot more entertaining, and so it's like, what can I do to like to share, to help you, to be a positive force, like how can I make it entertaining, um because like I have fun going, like, so let me tell you a huge problem to me, because I'm not, what I do is sports. That's what I do. So, um human beings, um you know they when and this is like a bullet point. This is like clip it. This is like, this is boom. This is it. This is like a very important part, a very important bullet point that, that is gonna go on the tombstone of my life. So this is like professional sport. This is like Paige. This is anybody, like Paige, for instance. Everybody is trying to be a creator. I mean, everybody, an influencer, you know, um, like when it doesn't work out professionally, and this is why something's not working out professionally. Like this is what I'm talking about. Why it's not working out professionally. Okay, so if something is not fun, a lot of people are not finding. They don't find competitive sports fun. Like the competition part takes the fun out of it. But at the end of the day, if you're playing full time, do you enjoy what you're doing? Do you like the sport? The sport never changes. It should always, if you ever liked it, if you ever loved the sport, you should never lose. You should never lose your love. Like I said, I lost my love for basketball in eighth grade. And that's what, you know like, I have always been better than everyone at sports. Okay, I'm gonna keep saying that because it's gonna keep being true. It was true growing up. So it's like I'm saying it in the past, and it's still true now. But that's kind of irrelevant for what I'm talking about. Why people lose their love for something that they once loved, like for something that they loved. They did because they loved it. They like it. They love it. They did it because it was fun. It was fun, and then the competition takes the fun out of it. You know, um, so this is an important part. I'm gonna write this down. Write this down. Put it on your forehead. This is gonna be in my book. This is in my tombstone on my life. Just like banners. This is like my marketing materials. Okay. Human beings. If something looks easy, because human beings love to overcomplicate. They love to overcomplicate because it gives them some. It's like they're bored. If they're bored, they just overcomplicate something to make it so they're not bored. So that's a fact. And so, but what I want to say is, and this all relates to a professional sport. Like if something looks too easy, people they're jealous of that. They're jealous of that. And that has a huge ramification on sports. Like a huge, that is like really, really negative, And I have that to offer, but I don't want that to be like I'm supporting athletes. I don't support athletes. Like I'm if you can benefit from what I'm talking about, but to think for another professional athlete to think that I got their back or something, like I give a fuck about them, like I'm helping them, for them to think that, I'm sorry. I don't. But if you can help, if you can benefit from what I'm saying, then that's fine. I'm happy, But to think that like I, the person, I'm like I care about you, like I'm supporting you, like that's not reality. So that takes away from the enjoyment of something. So you, like, say every shot I hit is just like, I don't want to get too technical with the golf swing. Like if we're just talking about a golf swing, after a while, if every shot is a good shot, that conjures up a lot of jealousy with people. They're just like, which is like hatred. All these negative emotions are tied up to, are like part of jealousy. And then someone's just rude, but it's like a God-given innate thing that some people have. And then people that don't have it are just like tearing down and then you have the fans that are just like crazy. They're just like happy about they're happy watching something. They're like the fans are happier than the pro golfers watching. They're like, because they can just be their just nasty little sinful self, just watching and getting happy, and oh yeah, I'm happy, this, and you don't realize the hard work, and you're negating the hard work. I mean, there's no, but what I'm saying is I don't hate other golfers. Like you are jealous of me. A lot of you are just jealous. If you're just being honest with yourself, you're just jealous of me. You're just plain old jealous. And so this is what I want, like other pros to hear. Like at the same point, I don't care about you. Not you're not my woman, But I want to say, I'm not like a hater. I don't hate you. I'm not like, because, like, and this is what people think, like, like when they think like people are gay and stuff, like like an ambiguously gay duo, like two guys, like, you know, and people are like wondering how they, like if they're gay or something, like, you know, and meanwhile you're hating on somebody, like that's a societal thing, and absolutely women women professional athletes, the percentage of gay pro female athletes, the percentage of women in society that are gay is smaller, is lower than the percentage of pro female athletes. It's because, and they're like, oh, because I got to do it myself. It's like masculine, like I'm gonna do it myself, and so it's just all this nastiness, and I'm saying that this is what is in the professional golf, and you're like, oh, this one person has the yips, they can't, they have, and then one person is just like, it's too easy, whatever that means, because at the end of the day, you should be having fun. You should be having fun, and then you just have all these just nasty people, like you know the fans, like the fans think that, like, the pro athlete is like getting high off what the fans think. Like, you think that's like, some people need that. A lot of the, professional athletes with this pandemic, they realize, like, they're like, where's all the fans? I mean, the fans pay the, they pay, but to think it's not like they're a sponsor, it's not like they're providing enough money. I mean, if you're just a fan paying a ticket, an individual fan, you don't do anything to the pro athlete. But and I was gonna just, so uh and I was gonna kind of like segue into this, but um so like, you know it's important to know what like motivates, because people are so funky and so quirky, like with like, golf, you know uh, like what motivates people, like the government is not motivated by purely by profit. So what is their motivation? Like, what is their, it's like, it's crazy. It's like, you know of course sex is motivates people, and motivates, whatever. And if you have a tough time with women, you're going to be a bad leader. That's just simple. I mean, if you're not good with women, then you're going to be you're unfit to be any kind of leader. You can't lead. Like, you can't be a leader if you're not good with women. And like, if you can't find a man as a woman, then you're not going to be nearly as successful. And that's just, I mean, because we're talking about, like, now we're getting into single mothers, that, like, oh, now I gotta be a man, I gotta a single mother with, just, I gotta do it all myself, and like gay women athletes, and single mothers, like, the mentally, women are just, you can be just as screwed up as, they are just as screwed up as anybody else, as men. I mean, they're equally screwed up. You can be equally deranged. Both men and women equally deranged. Like, Like, it's just, gay women are just not as attractive. I mean, they're not as good looking. They're not as healthy. you know, they look masculine. They look like men. They're not as healthy. There's just something wrong there. And then you know, and then so, but so there was a lot here today. I'm going good with my even though that was basically what I wanted to say in this video was about that. So, yeah, if people can enjoy a sport, they don't even enjoy it because, like, you know, it's hard to say. It's like most people, they're like, I mean, most people you say, I don't like competition. I don't like competition. Well, you were never good enough to be competitive in the first place. But making something fun, it's hard to make something fun when the competitive part makes it is what makes it not fun, because if people get so hung up on winning, and like 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 for me, you're not gonna win. That's just simple. You're not gonna win, but it can still be fun. I mean, you're still playing. You're still playing, and to say like parity in sports, like it's not. There has to be parity in sports, or else it's bad for the league if it's not competitive. And being competitive, it was make something is what takes away the fun. They're like, when people are really competitive, that's what's not fun. What if it's just like so easy that I'm winning easily, and I'm trying to have fun. you know I'm trying to have fun. And this is what you don't understand. This is what I'm have to offer the world, is I'm telling you, it whatever you're doing, it's going to be compounded if it's fun. You want to have fun doing it, and when it gets really competitive, it's not fun anymore. So, you know, that is what takes away from the fun, you know. So, and then you're like, and then people are like miraculously crazy about like my emotions, like what when I'm like happy about something, but you understand, you take away my fun when you're being like, when you're just like so competitive, you know. You're so competitive, and you're not gonna win with me. It's just simple. That's just simple. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. I have innate things I was born with that make it impossible for you to win, but it doesn't. So I feel like there's a lot there. I think you need to watch this about like 11 times. Um and so but so so tonight is social is sales and marketing university. The link is in my bio. Um, so and the other part of in like in golf specifically, people don't want to address their physical flaws. Like they can't connect their body flaws to their golf flaws. Like they can't connect those two. Like they don't seem to. They don't seem to. You have to be able to connect your brain to your swing. You know, you have to be able to fix the flaws in your swing with your brain. And so that's what I do. And then it looks too easy. And then now you hate me. And you understand like how much like is at play there? Like how much like psychological games are in there, you know? Because a lot of people they just that's just something they never had growing up. They were never, they were just never there. I mean, they you know, they were just never there. And then when you try to compete as an adult, and then you have your first bout of like isolation, and because that's just the nature of humanity. People are selfish. It's like these people are just selfish. Money, they want to make their own money. Bitcoin is supposed to be a peer-to-peer currency, and now it's a store of value, and it's like people are just greedy, and they're just, so but that's very common for people to, like, they don't want to address their physical flaws. They don't want to hear about that. Like, and that it's hard work fixing your physical flaws. That's really hard. You know, to, to like work on your physical flaws. That's like such a worthy lifelong goal. And I mean that, you know, and people, they don't even want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with it. They do not want to even deal with it. So, you know, he, you do not get good at something without lots of hours, and trading is the same way. And trading is like a zero sum game. It's for profit. Like, traders make a whole bunch of money, like a whole bunch. Successful traders, and it's, you know and then like all these, you know and some traders just have a feel for how the market is gonna go. But it's just a feel. And that so if I can help, and I have trading mentors. I mean, people have figured out, there's some people that have figured out trading. I mean, they figured out, like I figured out a sport. you know there's lots of people that have figured out trading, and trading is what's going to empower me. Trading, just simple, technical, non-emotional trading is what's going to empower me, because I don't need all this. Like, a lot of people need creativity. They need to feel like they're being creative. They want to, like, for just like dopamine, like what makes, what makes you happy, and it's just like, what makes you happy is not what makes me happy. Like, I don't even, what makes you happy doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me happy. And what makes a lot of people happy, like acting, music, like just being creative, that stuff doesn't make me, that's not what makes me happy. I don't even need, you need so many people in music. It's like, you need, the thing about sports is, you know you you don't to do the sport, you don't need other people to do it. You don't need anyone to golf. Obviously, you know so your peer group is everything. You need people to have fun with, uh like, you know I mean, people, you know You know, people need money. I mean, everybody needs money, and they don't even realize that, but they want to be creative to get it. You know, they're getting, and then just, otherwise they're just not happy. I mean, people just create their own hell. You know, there's a lot of hell on earth. The ghetto is hell on earth. It's like people are more aggressive, dumber, and just more aggressive and dumber in the ghetto. You know, they're just, and it's just nasty. It's not a good place to be. You know, they're poor, they're dumb, and they're like more. They're like, and they like attack each other more. So which is dumb. I mean, that's part of the dumb part. You know, like they're more like cutthroat in the hood. You know, and they're poor, and there's more poorness and more selfishness, you know, and more nastiness, and more like, oh, the rich people are holding us down, when they're you guys are holding yourself down. You know, you're just being, and anything that's like you're being nasty to each other and aggressive, and you're gonna be a king of the hood, and you're an alpha male in the hood, in the ghetto. And alpha males don't exist in the ghetto, man. They don't exist in the ghetto. You know, that's what y'all need to understand. So, but it was a lot here, you know, and I gotta put a good title on this, and you're gonna watch it, you know, you're gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it, you know, you're gonna watch it, you know. So watch, you're gonna watch it, the whole thing. So so you know, the human beings have no attention span. So here on social media, you need clickbait, you need people watching, you need views, you know. Like if we're applying this just to social media, to YouTube, the biggest platform, you know, for creators, social media. um you know, I mean, if you want to apply it to that, you know, well, it's like, you know, whatever. So I think I'm going to end it there. Make sure to tune in to the live web, the live webby tonight. SMU tonight, right today, in a few hours. What time is it? 3:17, I believe. I should look real quick. I think it's, man, I don't know. But it's not even in full launch mode, so. But tonight, you know, yeah. So that's the community that I'm in. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment.